Once upon a time, in a bustling town nestled between hills and rivers, there lived a boy named Sam. He was like any other child, curious, full of life, and with big dreams. But Sam had something many of his friends didn't have: a passion for cooking. While most kids were playing sports, collecting marbles, or riding their bikes, Sam could often be found in his grandmother's kitchen, stirring pots, chopping vegetables, and tasting dishes with great joy. Sam's grandmother, Grandma Hazel, was an excellent cook. She had won many cooking competitions when she was younger, and her meals were the talk of the town. Grandma Hazel noticed Sam's love for cooking when he was just a little boy. She would let him help her in the kitchen, teaching him everything she knew about spices, flavors, and the magic of cooking. From making simple sandwiches to learning how to prepare a hearty stew, Sam soaked up all the knowledge like a sponge. One summer evening, after Sam had successfully baked his very first apple pie, Grandma Hazel smiled and said, "Sam, I can see it in you. You have the heart of a true chef. One day, you might even win the Master Chef Cooking Challenge." The words, "Master Chef Cooking Challenge," hung in the air, and Sam's eyes sparkled with excitement. He didn't know much about it yet, but he was determined that one day he would enter and win. From that day on, Sam's dream of becoming a famous chef began to grow stronger with every meal he cooked. As Sam grew older, his love for cooking only deepened. He watched cooking shows on TV, read cookbooks, and even practiced cooking for his friends and family. But it wasn't always easy. There were many moments when things didn't go right. Sometimes the bread didn't rise, or the cake burned. But Sam never gave up. He knew that every mistake was a lesson. When Sam turned 15, he heard about a local cooking competition for young chefs. It was called the Junior Chef Challenge. The winner would receive a scholarship to attend a culinary school, and that's when Sam decided it was time to put his skills to the test. "Grandma, I want to enter the Junior Chef Challenge," Sam announced one evening as he chopped carrots for a vegetable stir-fry. Grandma Hazel looked up from her knitting and smiled warmly. "I've always known you'd take that step, Sam. But remember, cooking isn't just about winning. It's about passion, creativity, and sharing your love for food with others." With Grandma's encouragement, Sam entered the Junior Chef Challenge. He spent weeks preparing for it, practicing his dishes, and refining his techniques. The competition was fierce, with many talented young chefs from the town, but Sam's heart and determination were unmatched. The day of the competition arrived, and Sam stood nervously in the kitchen, surrounded by other chefs who seemed just as eager as he was. But Sam knew this was his moment. He smiled to himself and took a deep breath. His first dish was a fresh tomato basil soup with homemade bread. The judges took a bite, their faces lighting up with delight. His second dish was a delicate lemon butter shrimp pasta, followed by a rich chocolate lava cake for dessert. The judges couldn't stop praising Sam's creativity and the way he combined flavors. When the results were announced, Sam couldn't believe his ears. And the winner of the Junior Chef Challenge is Sam! Tears filled Sam's eyes as he hugged his grandmother, who had been there cheering him on the whole time. This victory gave Sam more than just a scholarship. It gave him the confidence to chase his dreams even further. Years passed, and Sam's skills grew even more refined. He attended culinary school, where he learned from world-renowned chefs. He trained in kitchens all over the world, soaking in knowledge and mastering various cuisines, from French to Italian to Japanese. But throughout it all, one goal remained in his heart: to one day compete in the Master Chef Cooking Challenge. The Master Chef Cooking Challenge was the most prestigious cooking competition in the world. held every year in a grand city filled with glitz and glamour. To even be considered, chefs had to prove their skills in regional competitions, and only the best were chosen to compete on the global stage. Sam had been waiting for the right moment. After years of hard work, he finally felt ready to apply. He submitted his entry and waited anxiously, checking his email every day. One sunny afternoon, as Sam was preparing a batch of freshly baked croissants, he received an email notification. His hands shook as he clicked open the message. "Congratulations, Sam! You've been selected to compete in the MasterChef Cooking Challenge." Sam couldn't believe it. His dream was about to come true. The day Sam arrived at the MasterChef Cooking Challenge, he was both excited and nervous. The competition was fierce, with chefs from all over the world, each with their unique culinary styles and techniques. There were chefs who specialized in molecular gastronomy, others who focused on traditional dishes passed down through generations, and some who were known for their bold and experimental flavors. Sam was ready. He had spent months preparing for this moment, creating new recipes, experimenting with exotic ingredients, and fine-tuning his skills. He was determined to show the judges that he wasn't just any chef. He was a chef with heart, creativity, and passion for food. The first round of the competition was a mystery box challenge, where the chefs had to create a dish using a selection of ingredients that were revealed only at the start of the round. As the lid was lifted, Sam saw a mix of unexpected ingredients: wild mushrooms, squid ink, citrus fruits, and a few spices he had never used before. But instead of feeling overwhelmed, Sam felt a surge of excitement. This was his chance to show what he could do. He immediately got to work, combining the mushrooms with the citrus fruits to create a zesty mushroom risotto, topped with a squid ink sauce for a unique flavor contrast. When the judges tasted his dish, they were impressed by the creativity and balance of flavors. "Sam, this dish is truly outstanding," one of the judges remarked. "You've taken ingredients that might seem strange together and turned them into something extraordinary." Sam felt proud, but he knew the competition was just beginning. There were still many challenges to face. Over the next few days, the competition intensified. The chefs faced a variety of challenges, including preparing a 3-course meal in just 2 hours, creating a dish that represented their cultural heritage, and even cooking in teams with other contestants. Sam's teamwork and leadership skills shone through as he worked alongside his fellow chefs, offering support and sharing his knowledge when needed. One of the most difficult rounds was the dessert challenge. Sam had always been more of a savory chef, but he knew that if he wanted to win, he had to master every aspect of cooking. He decided to create a dish that combined his love for both savory and sweet. A pistachio and rosewater tart with a savory caramel sauce. The judges were skeptical at first, but once they tasted it, they were amazed by the boldness and the balance of flavors. "You've done something remarkable here, Sam," one of the judges said. "This is a dessert like no other." By the final round, only 3 chefs remained, including Sam. The last challenge was a pressure test. Each chef had to recreate a famous dish from a top chef. Sam's dish was a delicate soufflé, a recipe that had intimidated him in the past, but he was determined to get it right. With steady hands and a focused mind, Sam carefully whipped the egg whites, folded in the ingredients, and baked the soufflé to perfection. When the judges tasted his dish, their faces lit up. "Sam, this is flawless. The texture, the flavor, everything is perfect," one judge said. Sam had done it. He had made it to the top. The grand finale of the MasterChef Cooking Challenge was a dazzling event. The chefs had to prepare a 7-course meal, showcasing their culinary journey and the skills they had honed throughout the competition. Sam spent hours planning, selecting ingredients, and perfecting each dish. As he worked, he thought back to all the moments that had brought him here. The time spent in his grandmother's kitchen, the Junior Chef Challenge, the years of practice and learning. All of it had led to this moment. When the judges tasted his final dish, a delicate duck breast with a cherry reduction, they were in awe. It was the perfect balance of flavors, showcasing everything Sam had learned and loved about cooking. "Sam," one of the judges said, "you are a true artist. This is the work of a chef who has mastered his craft." And then, with a smile, the head judge announced, "Sam, you are the winner of the MasterChef Cooking Challenge." Tears of joy filled Sam's eyes as he stood on the stage holding the golden trophy. He had achieved his dream, but more than that, he had discovered the true meaning of cooking. It wasn't just about winning, it was about sharing love, creativity, and passion through food. As Sam left the competition, the words of his grandmother echoed in his mind. Cooking isn't just about winning. It's about passion, creativity, and sharing your love for food with others. And from that day forward, Chef Sam continued to share his love for cooking with the world, inspiring others to chase their dreams, no matter how big or small.